Friends, in today's video, I will show you some heartwarming rescues of animals in distress. If help had arrived even a little late, these innocent creatures might not have survived. These stories prove that kindness still exists in the world, and some of them might even bring tears to your eyes. So, let's begin. Rescued from the trash. One day, a man was passing by a garbage dump when he heard the faint cries of a cat. He began searching and, after some time, found a tightly sealed garbage bag from which the sound was coming. When he opened the bag, he discovered a terrified cat shivering with fear. Shockingly, the cat's owner had heartlessly tied it up and thrown it away. The kind man took the cat home, fed it milk, and decided to give it a new life with love and care. During the construction of a new road, workers were clearing the surrounding area when they discovered what they thought were dead puppies wrapped in a tarpaulin sheet. However, when a rescue team arrived, they realized the puppies were still alive but unable to move because they were tightly wrapped. The rescue team carefully freed them, using water and special chemicals to remove the tarpaulin stuck to their fur. The poor puppies were weak and starving, so they were given food. The team also found their mother. Within 3 days, the puppies recovered and were happily reunited with her. Thirsty Cobra's unusual rescue. During a severe drought in India, water became scarce for all living beings. One day, a 3-meter-long cobra wandered into a city in search of water. When people saw it, they panicked and immediately called forest officers. Instead of harming the snake, the officers safely rescued it and took it back to the forest. But before releasing it, they did something unexpected. They gave the cobra water to drink. The thirsty snake drank eagerly, quenching its thirst before slithering back into the wild. A penguin's journey of friendship. This is a heartwarming story of an extraordinary friendship between a man and a penguin. But how did they become friends? One day, the man was walking along the beach when he found a penguin struggling for its life. The poor creature was covered in toxic oil that had leaked from a ship. This oil was so dangerous that it could have killed the penguin. The man gently picked him up and took him home. He bathed the penguin every day and fed him fresh fish. In just a few days, the penguin fully recovered. However, since penguins cannot survive in human environments, he eventually returned to his natural habitat. But the most incredible part? Every year, the penguin travels 13,000 kilometers just to visit the man who saved his life. In a small village devastated by a massive flood, people fled to save their lives. However, the owner of 20 cows abandoned them, leaving them to die of hunger and thirst. With floodwaters rising dangerously high, the cows struggled to breathe, barely keeping their heads above water. Thankfully, a compassionate woman noticed them and immediately called the rescue team. The rescuers arrived, tied ropes around the cows, and one by one, they were pulled to safety. They were given food and medical care, and today, all the cows are healthy and safe. A man was trapped in a swamp, desperately trying to save himself from sinking further. On that same day, some people were passing by and noticed a bird stuck in the mud. One brave man jumped in without thinking twice, risking his life to save the bird. At first, the frightened bird tried to move away, but soon it realized the man was there to help. Slowly and carefully, he brought the bird to safety. The bird was too weak to fly, so the kind strangers cleaned and cared for it. After some time, it regained its strength and finally took off, soaring into the sky. A tiny puppy was cruelly left to die on a railway track, tied down with wire. Moments later, a train approached, getting dangerously close to the helpless animal. Just then, a young boy noticed the puppy and rushed to save it. He quickly picked it up in his arms. If he had been even a few seconds late, the puppy wouldn't have survived. The boy took the puppy home, carefully untangled it from the wire, and lovingly fed it milk. The little puppy seemed extremely hungry. Moved by its condition, the boy decided to adopt and care for it. A bird's frozen battle. In a freezing snowy region, a tiny bird was found frozen and unable to move, stuck on the roof of a car. The car's owner noticed her, gently picked her up, and brought her inside his vehicle. Shivering from the cold, the bird was barely conscious. The kind-hearted man wrapped her in his sweater to warm her up. Within a short time, she recovered. When he opened the car door, the bird sat on the window for a while, almost as if she was thanking him, and then flew away. That's all for today's video. I hope these real-life rescue stories touched your heart. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more inspiring content. Thanks for watching.